Good evening, Nerd Avengers. First of all, I apologize for the delay tonight, but we are finally here. Man, it's been a long time coming. We've been working on this for months, trying to retrofit Debate 8 to Nerd Avengers Tower. We are here. You stumbled into the tower late on a Tuesday night. You went into the elevator, you hit that 8 on there, and on the 8th floor is Debate 8. So everybody, welcome, finally here. Some of you are probably like, who is the bald boomer on my screen? Where is Josh's ugly mug? Well, he's not here tonight, but you have me, your host, Adam. JT with the $10 super chat. Here we go. That's right, JT. Here we go. And not only do you have me tonight, guys, I got two guests on Debate 8. I have your favorite After Dark gentlemen, Lavis and Al, are here with me tonight. And what are we doing tonight? Man, tonight we are debating. That's right. We are debating 8 MCU Phase 1 and 2 Marvel movies. You guys are going to vote live and decide which one is the best. Man, I am excited. I am excited for this one. Whiskey Steve coming in here with the $10 super chat. Adam in the house. Cheers to me. Cheers to the Nerd Avengers. I agree. Guys, welcome. Thank you for welcoming in. So, like I said, if this is your first time understanding what Debate 8 is, basically what we do, we put 8 movies or things in a tournament bracket, and you guys are going to vote to figure out who's the best by the end. All right, enough of my chatter. Let's bring the gentleman in to the debate floor.
What's up?
Lavis and Al, the After Dark boys. Guys, what could go wrong did go wrong before we started, but we are now here for everybody's enjoyment. Tonight, we are debating MCU films, not just any MCU films, Phase 1 and Phase 2. Lavis, I'll start with you. Are you a big fan of the Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the MCU movies?
I'm just a big fan of the MCU movies in general, man. Like, there's no separating it from me. You know, they had to separate it so they can keep everything in line for them, but for me, it's just one continuous thing of greatness.
I agree.
No break.
I agree. Al, Phase 1 and Phase 2. How do you feel about that? Those group of movies.
Hey man, Phase 1 out the gate, dope. Phase 2 was a little shaky for me, but there's some gems, man. Some gems, man. But it's white shoe, baby.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
How you gonna hate on white shoe?
Yeah, kind of hard to. You know, a lot of these movies that we're going to talk about tonight basically just like crushed. It crushed it at the beginning, sort of led us where we are today with the MCU. I cannot wait. To see what you guys have to say. Whitney coming in with the $3 super chat. Debate 8, Den and Nerds edition. Let's go. That's right. I know a lot of you guys right now is throwing all this love and support. Hang out with me on Wednesday nights on my channel where we do like regular movies, not just nerdy stuff. We do those cinephile movies. In fact, Al and Lavis are going to be on the show tomorrow doing Wesley Snipes. That's going to be a riot.
Oh yeah,
Man,
I'm doing my homework too.
Mike Hawes coming with super chat. Let's get our debate on Nerd Avengers. Get out your wet wipes and let's get ready to rumble. I don't know what that means, but I'm here for it. I'm here for that. Get your wet. Keaton Haas says, this is new to me, but I'm hyped. Alan Lavis, let's go. All right.
Hey, you should be hyped.
do it, man. This
Love
going
this show.
down.
All right, let's go to the bracket. Let's show everybody exactly what a Debate 8 bracket looks like, guys and gals in the chat. This is our bracket. We have 8 movies. Al and Lavis are going to debate them to decide which ones they think should move on to the next round. But then we do the voting, and it's up to you to decide who our winner is as we get to the finals. Let's look at our matchups here in the first round. What happened? I don't know what happened to Lavis, man. Lavis, well,
I'm getting blipped.
The blickening.
I'm getting blicketing.
What the blick is going on?
all right, we got the number 1 Winter Soldier is going to go up against the number 8 seed of Ant-Man. We got the number 4 seed, the Avengers, going up against the number 5 seed, Captain America, the First Avenger. Then we got the number 3 seed, Guardians of the Galaxy, going up against the number 6 seed of Thor. And then the number 2 seed, Iron Man, going up against the number 7 seed, Age of Ultron. Gentlemen, let's jump into it right here. Captain America Winter Soldier going up against Ant-Man. Lavis, let's start with you. How do you feel about this matchup and who should move on to the next round?
I mean, I think this is really kind of a no-brainer, especially for the people. I've seen this go down before. Everybody loves Captain America the Winter Soldier, so I'm not actually even going to try to go against it. I mean, I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man was the addition to the whole thing that brought the whole story all the way together. And, you know, you get Hank Pym, you get the Pym particles. But enough about that. It's like everybody just already is like, hey, Captain America, Winter Soldier, that entire story is completely dope. You get the Winter Soldier going up against Captain America. You get a rogue Cap. You get the end of S.H.I.E.L.D. You get when they cut off canon with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then they went rogue. Sorry, people, that's exactly what happened. It's just the truth. I mean, but, you know, I have to go with Captain America. Like, it's a no-brainer.
Al, jump in there. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm going on and take Ant-Man in this one, and let me tell you why. Captain America Winter Soldier was a dope-ass movie. Like, we know this. We know this. For all the things that Lavish just said. But what Ant-Man introduced was the comedic perspective of the MCU. Without Ant-Man, it would not be safe to be funny in an MCU movie. Not real humor. Like, this movie had characters that you can't forget, characters that make the MCU's B team, if you will. And who don't love T.I.? Come on, man. T.I. was hilarious. Now, look, I already know this is probably going to go against me, but I am going to die on the ant hill tonight. Ant-Man, man. Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Oh, Lavis, that's crazy talk. Crazy talk. Look,
it is crazy talk.
I'm not the biggest Captain America Winter Soldier fan. I like it. I know it's like it's a number 1 seed for a reason tonight, but there's no way I'm going against Captain America Winter Soldier for Ant-Man. Ant-Man is like,
he's trolling. He's
nah,
totally trolling.
No, bull crap aside, I like Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
but Ant-Man is a better movie to me. Like, seriously. All jokes aside.
Aside.
In Winter Soldier, all you did was double up on Captain America. It's the same movie with, let's introduce the Winter Soldier and let's give him more of the same.
Yeah.
Now you're trolling.
No, I'm not trolling.
You're trolling.
That's the facts.
There's no way. No. I mean,
okay,
so I mean, we kind of already knew it would be Bucky, but you know what? Every time I watch that movie, and I even know it's Bucky from watching that movie, I'm still like, oh man, it's Bucky. Like, every time, the way that they crafted that movie together was not the same as the way that they did Captain America. Like, the first one was not.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why Winter Soldier gets that kind of love from everybody. Because every other sequel up to that point was trash. Iron Man 2, garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, Thor: Dark World, garbage. Everybody got hyped. It's like, oh, Captain America actually has a decent sequel. Oh, it's great. No, it's cool, but it's not. It didn't offer anything new.
Held Phase 2 together. If it wasn't for Cap, Phase 2 would have fell apart. Because, you know, I can't dispute Iron Man 2 or Thor: The Dark World. But you know what?
That's what I'm saying.
Cap came in and he came through as a leader.
It is very easy
came through
to make a straw hat look better than a whole bunch of birds.
Exactly. The Japanese been doing it.
Exactly.
Them straw hat Ronins.
Hey, look, you know I was on my Tsushima. You better leave me alone.
I was on it too. I can't say nothing.
Exactly.
All right, guys. You gave your opinions. I gave mine. It's now time to let the people vote and decide which one is going to move on. All right. I'll be honest. I think this is going to be a bloodbath, but we will see. We'll see where it goes. Let's start the poll. All right.
Let's see.
For those of you who are new to Debate 8, we vote here live in the chat. All you have to do if you want to vote for the Winter Soldier, you do exclamation vote 1 in the chat. Let me just make sure that it's up and running. I see a lot of votes coming, but they're not totaling. So hold on. This is why we do a members only one first, just to make sure. Just to make sure. Hold on. It was working before. Let me.
We gotta check them chat parts.
We gotta check them.
We can't do everything on our end.
All right,
we have to pass it to chat.
Let me.
Check behind them, man.
No, I'm gonna refresh our vote, guys. All right.
Just hold on, guys.
Oh, all right.
But I see who wins. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Look,
we're gonna do this again officially though.
Chat.
Cause.
Hey man.
I mean, you still my brother from another mother.
Hey, look. You're not the only one that gets to be a contrarian every now and again. I don't mind. I don't mind. I can stand on my own.
All I'm gonna say is on your right, man. On your right.
Is it because it's not public?
I'm usually on the left, but I'm on.
It might be. It might be. Do you want to throw a public? Chat? You can throw a public if you want to. Is it? Can we? Can you do that midstream?
We should be able to.
That's up to you, man.
Hey, maybe then I'll be able to see the link and I can actually get in the chat with y'all.
That might be true. That might be why it's not. So it's kind of weird. It's okay. I'm gonna go back and count this manually right now.
It could be. It could. Oh, we're live. Oh,
let's see.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Uh-oh.
Now we have all the people.
Now we got everybody. All right, hold on. I'm gonna cancel the poll. All right. We're gonna have a lot of people coming in here and be like, I'm so confused. All right.
Right. The hell is going on?
It pop up for me then.
Yeah. Well, I didn't start it yet. I'm gonna refresh it real quick. I'm gonna refresh everything just to get a nice freshy.
Now I'm in the chat.
It's the freshy fresh. Yeah, oh, okay. So how's it in here now?
We're gonna roll fresh.
I get my.
All right. Here's for all the marbles. Here's for all the month's work.
All the marbles and the marvels. All right. Let's try it.
Let's see if there we go. Streamlabs is up and running, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to vote for the Winter Soldier, exclamation vote 1 in the chat. If you want to vote for Ant-Man, exclamation vote 8. Now remember, there is a space in between the word vote and the number. You know you did it right because Streamlabs will tell you that your vote counted. So make sure you do a space. I see a lot of people not doing a space in between the word vote and the number. So just make sure you do that right. Gentlemen,
and Streamlabs will tell you if you voted, because it will have your name pop up and highlight you.
That's right. That's right.
But if you vote for exclamation vote 8, it won't count because Ant-Man sucks compared to the Winter Soldier. I like Ant-Man, don't get me wrong, but compared
to
the Winter Soldier.
The 12 people actually know how to think for themselves.
Not what it is. It's just this show is for the people, and we debate to the people.
Winter Soldier is crushing it. So let me get to some of these super chats while we're seeing Winter Soldier absolutely demolish here.
Yes.
Logan Moe with the $3 super chat says Phase 1 is GOAT. There's a lot of good ones in Phase 1. We're seeing that tonight. Jennifer Cook with the $5 super chat. My first Debate 8 finally. Jennifer, welcome to Debate 8. Tim with the $10. For my second favorite boomer, Mike Porter is my first. That's fine, Tim. Totally get it. Mike Porter is a boomer prime for sure. And Patricia with the $5 super chat. Nerd Avengers, don't forget to put a space between exclamation vote and the number. Definitely. I know I missed another one. I got one from Trev who says a $50 Canadian, which is what? About $3 American. Tell Josh this is for you. Man of Steel for the win. Damn, wrong company. That's right. We'll be doing DC another night. Absolutely. All right, everybody. The time is up. 0 on the clock. We got a demolishing 77% of the vote going to the Winter Soldier. Not just man.
That's what it is, man.
This was rough. And watch Ant-Man tonight. Hell, now you're gonna make me be anti-Winter Soldier for the rest of my life. That's right.
All right, we jump back to the bracket. All right, so number one is moving on.
Would you like to re-explain it now, since possibly we have new people here?
Oh, I would
Mr.
love
Fanjection?
to. That's absolutely. All right. So let's explain to everybody exactly what we're doing here. For those who are just joining us, welcome to Debate 8. Here at Debate 8, we have a tournament bracket, and tonight we are doing MCU Phase 1 and 2 movies. We gathered 8 movies together in this tournament bracket. Al, Lavis, and myself are going to debate which ones we think should move on to the next round. But in the end of the day, it's going to be you guys voting, deciding which one moves on to the next round, and eventually down to our final one. So that is what we are doing tonight. All right, we got to get to our second matchup of the night. The number 4 seed, the original, the Avengers, going up against Captain America, the first Avenger. All right, and this time we are going to start with Al. Al, floor is yours. Which one are you going with, Avengers or Captain America, the first Avenger?
Well, I'm now I'm gonna jump on the Captain America train, because to me, Captain America is one of the most slept on MCU movies, period. Like, that is where you get the original Steve Rogers story. That is where you get the original tie to Bucky. When you get that whole thing established, it's just that movie right there goes. Like, for me, my money is better than the Avengers, because for me, the first Avengers movie kind of fell flat. Like, I was expecting that movie to do a little bit more and to hit me a little bit better. But, like, you go back and watch that movie, and to me, it just doesn't hold up when you compare it to the rest of the Avengers movies. But Captain America still shines as the quintessential Captain America movie except for, and Civil War don't count because that was more like a team up. But yeah, Captain America to me all day, man.
Captain America all day. Lavis, jump in there. What do you think?
Now, that was very captivating, because, I was actually a person who had to defend Captain America. I had to defend the red, white, and blue. I had to defend my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man Chris here came from being I don't really want to bring it up. He was Johnny Storm, and I didn't want to see him as Captain America. But after I watched it for the first time, I was very captivated by that movie. I love the way they did it. But there's no way in hell it is better than the Avengers. Like, what is happening today? Like, there is no way. Oh no, okay. There is no way that you could take yourself back to that time in Phase 1 where you got Iron Man, you got Thor, you got Captain America. They did it in the order that you needed to see it and be able to see it, and then you get the Avengers. Do you get all of them all together? Black Widow, you get Hawkeye, and it looks like he's going to be the bad guy, but then they make him the good guy, like he's supposed to be. You get my man Nick Fury. You get everybody all together all at once. Watch them fight. Man, I know it's going to go on, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to talk about it some more later.
Hey, look, I'm going to just put it like this. Are we talking about what was the better cinematic movie, or what was the one that got the most pop? Because Avengers got the most pop. Yes, it was an event. It was the first culmination, the first team up that was actually good. I get all that. But how many people actually go back and watch that first Avengers movie? Nah, man. Nah.
Here's
Captain America, you still go back and get something out of it. Especially if you've seen all of the Infinity Saga movies, going back and watching where it all began with Cap, you go back and see that movie and you're like, oh man. Avengers, you like, I could watch the first Avengers, but why don't I just go watch Age of Ultron or Endgame or Infinity War? Nobody wants to watch this movie, man.
Vote. Matter of fact, no. How you feel about this, Adam? You up there quiet. Which one would you go for,
all right,
sir?
So here's the thing. Okay. I think as the movies came out in their respective years, I think if you're looking from that angle, it's Avengers. Okay, it's definitely Avengers. But if you're looking at it through the lens of today, I'm sorry, I don't think the Avengers movie holds up as much as Captain America does. It doesn't. I think that the characters have grown so much from the original inception of it, and I'm sorry, Josh Whedon's take on it. Captain America's costume is hard to look at. Thor is not even the same person. Iron Man pretty much is the same. So it's tough. Like it really depends on which way you want to go. Do you want to look at it from the lens of when they first came out? Because then all day I'm going Avengers. But if you're looking at it from the lens of today and which one holds up more, I'm sorry, I think Captain America actually holds up a little bit better. And Red Skull is pretty dope. So look, Loki's great. I love Loki. But I don't know, man.
Well, low key, y'all gonna lose, and I'm pretty sure Avengers, because it
I don't know, man.
holds up today to see a group of people come together and help others behind the lens of the person who is the leader of teaching people to help. Man, it's like you get all what you just said in Avengers.
No, what you sound like right now is that kid that tries to swear up and down Samurai Pizza Cats was a dope cartoon back in the day because you remember watching.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Twice.
And
So-
in about,
Twice
in about
today.
30 years, ain't nobody gonna give a damn about the first Avengers movie because they're gonna look at it and go, none of these characters mean anything compared to what they were in Endgame and Infinity War, the movies that actually matter. Avengers was just proof of concept.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I would say Iron Man was proof of concept. I wouldn't go so far to say Avengers was proof of concept. Logan Moe with the super chat says the first Avengers had a ripple effect in movies. That's very true. Definitely.
Right.
Keaton Haas says, "Preach Al, Captain America, first Avenger all day." Logan Moe also chimed in and says, "I'm always angry, brought to tears." And Jonathan Velasquez, of course, says, "Boo this man, boo, boo, boo." I'm assuming not me. It's got to be you guys. One of you two he's talking about. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's go to the poll. I'm very curious to see what everyone says. You're probably right. It's probably Avengers, but you never know. You never know. The crowds in debate 8 sometimes they surprise you. All right. The poll is now open. If you want to vote for the Avengers, exclamation vote 4. If you want to vote Captain America, exclamation vote 5. Jonathan did clarify he's booing me. So good on you, Jonathan.
Oh, wow.
My amazing take.
Then he's booing Al too.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
by proxy.
I see where this is going tonight. I see where this is. This is vote for the movie that had the most ooze. We're not talking cinematics. We're not talking story. We're not talking character development.
No.
We're talking. Give me the nice, colorful, the one that had the most shine to it. It's all good.
Let me catch up on these super chats. Logan Moe earlier said, "For reals, that elevator scene," which she was talking about, Winter Soldier. Definitely, that was great. Mike Porter screaming my name. I love it when Mike screams my name. Whiskey Ski with the fire and the drinks. I love it. And Dan the Man says, "Keep grinding, my good brethren." Thank you very much, Dan the Man. Oh, and Travis Adams comes in. Endgame added more context than Avengers. It's true. I agree with that one. Dan the Man, y'all crazier than Agatha Harkness if you put Cap over Avengers. Good
Dan
stuff
the Man
right
knows
there.
what's good.
All right, guys,
knows
we got
it.
about 40 seconds left.
40 seconds.
Doing exactly what we
I
thought
want
was
3
going to
more votes.
happen. Man,
Hey, man.
look,
They say up the audio, man.
no, it says
chat.
upload the audio to Spotify.
Nah, man. We can do all that.
Hey, man, we might. Hey, if you want to listen
Maybe.
to our sultry voices in your car or when you're,
2 more votes.
this is what a great thing to go to bed, turn on Spotify, listen to Al and Lavis yell at each other about movies as you fall asleep. That would be great. That would be good. All right, guys, 5 seconds left. 64% of the vote coming in. Not really close. Al and I tried.
Right.
We tried our hardest.
Hey, man. I see what that is tonight.
Y'all making it easy for me tonight.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, Lavis is 2 for 2 at this point, right?
I am.
He feeling himself, man. He feeling himself. We gonna let Lavis and the pretty shiny crowd have it. Y'all get
All right, back at the bracket. The Avengers moving on to the next round. All right. This next one, I think we're going to be torn on this one again, too. We got the number 3 seed Guardians of the Galaxy going up against the number 6 seed of Thor, the Dark World. Thor, not Thor, Dark World, just the first Thor.
Yeah,
All right.
just the first.
We're going to start with Lavis on this one. Since, you're 2-0 right now, let's see what you got for this one. Guardians or Thor? Which way you going?
I'm most definitely gonna have to just lean on the side of the Guardians. Like, I like Thor. Okay, again, phase 1, dope. Cannot deny that. Having to go up against the Frost Giants, dope. Can't deny that. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, Idris Elba. Dope. Can't deny that. But Guardians of the Galaxy, what they did there, they took a property that nobody knew nothing about and they made it really great with all the music that they put in it and the aesthetics of being out in space. Because it's not really often that we got to be out in space. We got a little taste of it in the Avengers. But Guardians of the Galaxy, you get to meet Groot, you get Star-Lord. Who? Star-Lord. Gamora. We're still wondering what's going on with her. Like, all these characters that we have no idea about when it first comes out. Now we're like, what is going on with them? When are we going to see them again? Are they going to be in Thor? Like, we want them together. But Guardians of the Galaxy is one you have to go for, just for the simple fact of it's great cinematography. It is an awesome story, and they made it to where it's something that you really want to prosper in the MCU. Gotta go with Guardians, man.
All right, Al, what are you thinking about this one?
Yeah, well, it seems like the first time tonight, Lavis is thinking with his right mind, because how can you not go with Guardians? Like, Thor's dope. Let's be clear. Thor, the character, is dope. But that first Thor movie, you still really didn't understand like where Thor was coming from. Like, was he supposed to be comedic? Was this supposed to be serious? Like, where's this actually gonna go from here? It was a dope introduction, but I mean, Guardians created a mini movement within the MCU. Like, Lavis said it. You had this movie come out, and like people didn't really know jack about the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then all of a sudden, you left that movie, and you were a Guardians fan. And let's not even get started on the music. The soundtrack to that movie was so incredible, not just because it had classics, but because the mood and the music fit. And it's like you remember moments in that movie, you remember the song that was playing during that moment. Like that to me was like incredible all in itself. So again, Lavis kind of hit on all the major points, but Guardians was just something a whole on a different level, man. So you got to go with Guardians in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, jump back in there. Oh, wait, did you say
you got to jump back in there?
Okay, here's the thing. Sorry, I was messing with the audio. I'm trying to make you guys sound pretty.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can I say that Guardians, the characters of Guardians are better than the movie itself. The movie as a whole, it's fine. But I love every single individual character in Guardians, but the movie itself was okay. Thor was incredible. Okay, Kenneth Branagh destroyed this movie in directing. Chris Hemsworth was a revelation when he came on the screen, and it's unbelievable. I absolutely love Thor. I think it's super underrated as a phase 1 movie. I am definitely, and I know I'm in the major minority here, I am going Thor on this one over Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't have a problem with Guardians. I think I like the characters better than I like the movie. And Guardians 2 is god awful, but we're not talking about this tonight.
Yeah, we're not speaking on Guardians 2 right now.
No.
Why you got to bring that up, trying to sully this movie? I'm trying to throw in there that Guardians 2 dirt on the person. Like, no. For me,
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of like, and this is more of a point to Adam. If you felt like Avengers was a little bit dated because the character evolution, they're not the same.
Mm-hmm.
How can you co-sign Thor? Because Thor is like the quintessential version of that. Because it's like you watch Thor in this first movie, and it's like this is not the same Thor by the time you even get to Age of Ultron, even.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, man, like Guardians. I agree with you. I will say this. I agree with you in the sense that the movie itself wasn't stellar, but the fact that the characters were able to carry the movie the way they did, and every character had staying power. Like there's not a character I don't think in Guardians that you go, I don't really think this dude was that good, or I don't think she needed to be in the movie. Like that first Guardians movie was entertaining from start to finish.
I don't disagree that the characters were great, and I feel like if it wasn't for the great soundtrack, maybe people wouldn't be digging it so much. I'm just saying, like incredible soundtrack. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I maybe I'm just not as big on James Gunn as other people. Not that I have a problem with James Gunn. Like it's not like a controversy thing. It's just I don't know. I don't know that it works for me. I liked these characters more in things like Endgame, right? Where I don't know. I found them more relatable and more developed in other movies than this. But I don't know. I know I'm in the minority. Everybody here probably thinks I'm an idiot, which is fine. But let's see what they have to say. Let's do some poll because look, I think I'm talking a lot out of my ass right now, and it's to try to pick a movie that nobody's going to vote for. So I think it's almost pointless at this point.
Yeah. So basically, Al, what Adam said is he's like 2 Chainz. So 2 Chainz, if you hear some of his music by himself, you might be like, it's okay. But he's fire on a feature.
Exactly.
That's pretty much what Adam just said.
That's it.
All right. If you want to vote for Guardians of the Galaxy, vote 3. If you want to vote Thor, if you want to be a sad sack like myself and vote for Thor, vote 6. I think this is going to be the biggest disparity that we have all night, gentlemen.
Adam, you can feel like I felt with that Ant-Man. You can down and feel like I do. I will go to my grave saying Ant-Man was the better movie.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel. I feel it's sort of on the same wavelength as Ant-Man. Definitely. Let me just roll through some of these super chats. Chad says y'all need to upload the audio to Spotify. Yeah, I mean, I think Josh is thinking about doing a lot of the shows on Spotify, which would be pretty cool. Stephen J says I'm voting Avengers for the feels it gave me in the theater. My man voted for Avengers last round. That's awesome. I'm sure he's going to vote for it next round. Sheev the Wise, this show is great, and I can't wait to watch it grow. Watch Thor again recently, but Guardians 100%. Yeah, I mean, look, we got 40 seconds left on the clock. We're almost at 80%.
Whew.
I mean, look, this first round has been real heavy hitters. I mean, we've gone chalk tonight for sure. We've gone 1-4, and now we're definitely going to go 3. I know we got 30 seconds left. People are still getting these last minute votes in, but you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised Guardians is moving on.
Like duh. Like I'm hooked on the feeling.
There you go.
That Guardians of the Galaxy is going to win for sure.
7 seconds left on the clock. We're rolling out here. We're getting to 79% of the vote. Time has expired. 79 to 21% of the vote. R.I.P.
91.
We hardly knew ye.
It was gratuity after 25.
So much for Chris Hemsworth. Off the board.
Yeah.
Off the board tonight. All right.
We still got Evans though.
All right, gentlemen. Last matchup of the first round. We got the number 2 seed Iron Man and the number 7 seed that before the show started that I was forced to put on this list. Age of Ultron. So we got we'll go Al first. Al, Iron Man, the first one, the first MCU movie going up against a recent resurgence because of WandaVision, Avengers Age of Ultron. Which way are you gonna go on this last matchup in the first round?
Let me tell you straight up. When I saw this bracket, this hurt my heart, man. Because I just watched Age of Ultron again today. And that movie is so slept on, it's not even funny. Like, Age of Ultron is a damn good movie. When you go back and you watch that story, when you go back and you really take a look at that plot and how that was put together, and you start to see some of the relationships and the very beginning of the tearing of the fabric of the Avengers that leads to what we get in Civil War and then later in Infinity War, it's like this is the beginning of it. And the fact that, you know, this movie dropped in I think 2015, and they were already dropping the title to Avengers Endgame in this movie, so letting you know that White Suge had a plan. But we talking about Iron Man, man. We talking about Iron Man. We talking about the very first, the OG, the introduction of RDJ as Tony Mother Loving Stark. And RIP to Terrence Howard as James Rhodes, man. I don't know why he had to be so greedy with the dead ends, and they had to boot him out. But look, Iron Man was the movie. Like, that was the movie that made you go, oh snap, we finna start getting comic book movies for real, for real. So you can't go against Iron Man. As much as I hate to say it, as much as I feel like Age of Ultron is underrated, it's all about Iron Man.
Lavis, what do you think?
Okay, like he had me worried there for a second. I'm not even gonna front because he was all about the Avengers Age of Ultron, and while that movie is definitely underrated, it is definitely slept on. We're starting to like get it back now in these properties, maybe in some way with what's going on in WandaVision. But if he was gonna say that he was picking Age of Ultron, and the end of that was gonna break my heart, man, because you can't go against Iron Man. You cannot go against Iron Man. I mean, and you know what? It's Iron Man is still slept on, because how many people even remember the fact that Ironmonger was the one that even set him off in the first place? You have an idea, you think it belongs to you. My man came up. He is the original White Suge. He is Feige in film. Okay, the way he came up and took my man's chess piece out, like, this is mine now. It's the same way I bet Feige went up to Fox and was like, yo, y'all playing around too much. Give me my stuff back. You shut all that down. Iron Man, dude. All day.
Look, Iron Man is the first one. Iron Man very well might still be one of my favorites in the MCU altogether. Tony Stark is my guy. I'm Team Stark, not Team Cap. So I'm predisposed to liking Iron Man. And Age of Ultron, I think it's a lot of recency biases going on right now because of WandaVision. I don't think it's as bad as people, sometimes, crap on it for. But it's I don't know. It's not up there in the upper pantheon of MCU movies for me. Before the show started, though, Ryan predicted that this Ultron was going to win the whole thing, which I think is nuts. And so we got a real. And I gotta say, I was looking at the chat. There's a lot of love for Ultron out there. There's a lot of love. We could have a major upset here.
But it should be Iron Man.
Mike Hawes with the super chat says, I'm sorry, but Iron Man is near perfect. As far as comic book movie, it's better than Logan, Joker, and all the rest. So he's saying, man, this is like the creme de la creme comic book movies. Logan Moe says, it's Iron Man should have just left his voice. Big Stevie says, while Ultron is great, Iron Man is not only great, but it started it all. There should be no MCU, or there would be no MCU if Iron Man sucked. Respect. That's right, Jon Favreau, man. Jon Favreau knows how to direct a movie. That man is an incredible filmmaker, and we're lucky. We're lucky that he started this whole thing off, because he crushed it with that movie. All right.
It's all good, Clone 199. We ain't gonna change your mind.
I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous to hit this poll, because I'm very nervous that Ultron's gonna win. If you want to vote for Iron Man, exclamation vote 2. If you want to vote Age of Ultron, exclamation vote 7. This is gonna right off the gate. It's a lot closer than I feel comfortable with.
Wheels up, Iron Man all day, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Votes are coming in fast. We got a lot of early Iron Man votes. Remember, there is a space between the word vote and the number. There is a space in between the word vote and the number. Streamlabs will let you know if you voted correctly. If you don't see Streamlabs telling you, then you probably might have accidentally done it wrong, which is usually just missing the space in between a number. All right, gentlemen.
Votes are flying in. That this is kind of poetic if you look at it. because there would be no Age of Ultron if it wasn't for Iron Man in the first place.
True.
So this is almost kind of like them going up against each other again. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's poetic justice.
Now, all this love I was seeing in the chat earlier, it doesn't look like it's going to work out for everybody. We got about 45 seconds left on the clock. 62%. Not as high as I thought it would be, Al. I thought this would be way higher.
I did too, to be honest. I thought the WandaVision effect was going to give Age of Ultron a little bit of a boost, man.
Yeah.
This just shows, man, like you can't beat that original Iron Man. You can't. I mean, look, the cheeseburgers, man. Like all of this stuff just comes full circle. And again, it's the one that started it all. Like I said, it's Iron Man.
It's Iron Man. And we got 10 seconds left on the clock. I think it's pretty safe to say that Iron Man is going to be the one moving on to the next round. My heart is happy. My heart is happy on this one. All right, time is up. 61% of the vote. Not bad, not great. I got to be honest. I'm a little, I got a little nervous for the next round for Iron Man. Not exactly the crushing defeat that I would have personally given it. Let's head back to the bracket and see where we're at. All right, we made it through the first round, everybody. We are now heading to the second round. We got the number 1 seed, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, is going to go up against the number 4 seed of the original Avengers. Lavis, we start with you, my man. This might be a tough one. This one
is tough.
Which way are you going? Captain America, tough. Winter Soldier, or Avengers?
So let's see here. Again, Avengers, you get the amalgamation of all your favorite superheroes for the first time. You get to see Banner Hulk out. That's actually one of the best moments that happened, especially when that movie first came out. Going up against somebody like Black Widow, you kind of got scared for her for a second when all that happened, but then you get to see him fight Thor. And that whole little scene there was pretty epic too. And then, he comes back, redemption. It's Avengers. But I'm still going to stick with Captain America Winter Soldier. And the biggest reason why I'm going to stick with it is because I love the way that they continued the story. They gave you a bit of a rogue Cap. They made you worry if he was going to actually be Hydra Cap. But then he, of course, he was Cap true and true. It would have been nice to see a couple other elements happen in there, but they fill it up when you see him fight the Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying? When you see him actually still have that compassion, not just at the end of it, but like the first time he sees him, he's like, yo, that's my buddy. I got to go get him back. The whole story from there between them and how they brought all that together, to me, is why I say the Winter Soldier over the Avengers, because it's what's next. You know what I'm saying? It's like Avengers is nice, but I'd lay back and watch some Winter Soldier all night.
Al, how do you feel about this?
Man, well, it might shock you to hear, but I gotta agree with Lavis on this, because hot take for me, I didn't think the first Avengers movie was that good. I'm sorry. Like, I was disappointed. Yes, you got the moment, that was the first shot and all that good stuff. But for me, I don't know if it was just because I was expecting too much, but it didn't do it for me the same way it did for everybody else. Now, Captain America Winter Soldier, that's a movie that I can go back and watch. Like, if I'm bored and I just want to throw on an MCU movie. If I'm not going to watch Ant-Man. No, I'm not going to let that go. But Winter Soldier, to me, is a damn good movie. It's a great continuation. The relationship between Bucky and Cap, and you get to really see that and they play that whole thing up about, whether or not Cap is going to go Hydra and all of this kind of stuff. And it's like you end up where you expect to end up, but not necessarily the way you expect to get there. So for my money, I'm gonna have to go with Winter Soldier, because Avengers just didn't do it for me, man.
I just want to say for everybody in the chat, I turned Streamlabs off this notification because Streamlabs is dominating the chat right now. So yeah. I just turned it off. It'll get through it all, and eventually Streamlabs will stop with all this nonsense. So we're turning that off like right now, because that's a little too much for me. All right, yeah, guys, this one's tough, because The Winter Soldier is the better movie. Like from top to bottom, it's a better movie. The directing, the acting, the action, it's better. I don't know why I would want to try to convince myself to vote for the Avengers, so I guess I'm not going to. Captain America, Winter Soldier. As much as I'm not like the biggest Bucky fan, I'm really not. But I can't go against this movie. It's too good. It's too powerful. And I'm just not that big on Avengers. So if I'm not that big on Avengers, I'm not going to try to convince you all to vote for it. Honestly.
I mean, Captain America Winter Soldier is better because it's got 2 more 4s than the Avenger does. Look at that. It's got an 8 for it. That's 5 4. Like, come on. You got 4 4 and you get 1 4. You get 1 more 4. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, look, if it's got to come down to the date, then yeah, let's do that.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. All right.
Hey,
I could do this all day. All right.
Damn.
Poll is up. Yeah, Roz, I'm not that big on Avengers. I gotta be honest. Like, I think it's fine. Like, I loved it at the time, and I don't think it's a terrible movie. I think that there's been so many other better MCU movies, not only in Phase 1, but in Phase 2, and well, maybe not Phase 2, but definitely Phase 3. I mean, but definitely Phase 4, like for sure. But yeah. Anyway,
Agree with that.
if you want to vote Winter Soldier, exclamation, vote 1. If you want to vote Captain America, exclamation, vote 5 in the chat. You got to do it exactly like it did. It shows on the screen, exclamation, the word vote, a space, and the number. Streamlabs will not tell you now that you voted.
right.
So just make sure you do it right. That way your vote counts. This is crushing. This is not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again.
I mean, all I'm seeing in the chat is just ones all throughout. Let me catch up on the super chats. Keaton Haas from before says Johnny Favs gets my vote all day. Man, I love Jon Favreau. Look, if you haven't seen Chef, I know this is like not, MCU related, but if you like Jon Favreau, go watch Chef. It's a great movie. Old Head, Mike's Metalcore, and more with the super chat says Cap movies are the best in the entire MCU. Team Bucky, he says. Look, man, most Civil War is one of my favorite movies in the MCU altogether. I agree. Captain America movies are great.
Yes. See, this is why I like you, Adam. That's exactly why.
Yeah, that's right.
Good job.
Thank you. Kendall Davis comes in just to celebrate the collab premiere. Yeah, the unexpected live to everybody premiere.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, Streamlabs.
That's that after dark.
Yep.
You, man.
Yeah, right.
Yes, it is.
All right. Time is up. Commanding performance here by the Winter Soldier. 82% to 18. Captain America, you're gone. You're gone, Captain America. Winter Soldier moving on to the next round. I gotta be honest, guys. I'm not shocked. I think at this point it might be Winter Soldier's movie bracket to lose. I think it's going to be tough for anyone to beat them. But if there is a movie that is going to beat them, it's going to have to be one of these next 2 movies. We got the number 3 seed Guardians of the Galaxy going up against the number 2 seed of Iron Man.
Hold on, Adam.
What?
Hold on, Adam. I think perhaps the people are saying you might have had the wrong movie in the vote.
What do you mean I had the wrong movie?
Let me go back and
Just listed.
let me hit the instant replay.
Listed.
You had Captain America.
But I think the vote would have been the same.
I think the vote still would have been the same,
Would have been the same.
to be completely honest.
Oh, did I?
Winter Soldier was
Everybody knew who, right.
Oh,
Everybody knew.
Okay. Does anybody want me to redo that?
You want to redo it?
All right, well, redo it. We go back.
Let's say we could vote on that too.
No, it's fine. Hey. Look, this is the first show. There is
Change
bound.
the vote. Yeah, nobody wants to redo it.
Are we sure? Are we sure?
I get see one.
Should we
yes
do a
out
vote?
of 15 no's.
Should we do a
see a
vote
bunch of
to
no's.
vote? Should we do a vote to re-vote?
I see. There's 3 I see a bunch of no's though. I says 5, 6
All
for
right.
the reboot.
I don't think it's gonna change.
I see a lot more no's.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we good. All right. Let's get
All
to.
the people who lost is asking for a recap.
I know, right?
Right. Exactly.
Do a
Funny
vote to
how
see
that-
if you can do a vote. That's what I said. I said let's vote to vote.
Exactly.
All right. No revote. No recount. We're good. Here comes the rigged. Here comes the rigged. I told Josh we're gonna need I told Al. Or who did I talk to? Ryan. I told Ryan we need a rigged emoji because that's a common theme over on my channel where we just talk about how I pull the strings for everything. All right. Let's do this.
Hashtag Deadpool Gate.
All right. We got Guardians of the Galaxy going up against Iron Man. We're going to start with Al on this one. Al,
All right, look.
where you going?
All right, look. This does not require any question. I love Guardians, but it ain't beating Iron Man. It's not beating the OG. It's not beating Stark fighting his way out the cave, building the first Iron Man suit with a bunch of scrap. It just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. It's Iron Man all the way. Like, that movie put you in the mindset to let you know what was coming. And getting Nick Fury at the end of that movie was just the icing on the cake. Like, it's you can't vote against Iron Man in this case, man. The implications would be blasphemous. Iron Man. Point blank, period.
Lavis, which way you going?
Wow. He said it would be blasphemous to go up against Iron Man. He said it would be like going up against a Titan. Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, I am Groot. Drax. Gamora, we still want to know what's going on with her. Star-Lord, I'd love to see him come back and do some great things right next to Thor. Of course. Of course. You know, like, I want to know what's going on with Rocket. You know what I'm saying? How did he come about? Why do people keep calling him everything but what he is? I need to know this. They did bring up the High Evolutionary, and they did bring up wherever the hell he's supposed to go to get all that together. But you know what, though? For the fact that I can't keep that together is the only reason why I'm going with Iron Man in the first place. Because, like, you can't go against Iron Man. We got the Tower. I'm not even talking about them no more. I'm talking about us. We got the Iron Man emojis. We got the Nerd Avengers. Come on. Do I really need to debate this for you people? For the people? The people know what to do.
It's
Iron
a
Man.
trifecta for me, guys. Iron Man. Look, Iron Man and Tony Stark is my favorite character in the MCU. There's a reason why I cried at the end of Endgame, and it's because of this movie and other movies that Tony Stark have been in. But I can't go against my favorite character. I think a lot of people in the chat are feeling that Guardians, I'm seeing it. Guardians is a more fun movie. They're saying it's more enjoyable. It's more rewatchable. I think we disagree. I think that it's a good movie, but to me, Iron Man, I will flip on Iron Man at any point, anytime, and I will watch that movie start to finish. I absolutely love this movie. Still one of my favorites. The first, still holds up really well.
Yep. Look at that. I am Iron Man.
I am Iron.
All right, gentlemen.
Let's do this, people.
Let's vote. We got the right ones up here. Guardians of the Galaxy going up against Iron Man. If you want Guardians to move on to the finals, to go up against Winter Soldier, vote 3. If you want Iron Man to make it to the finals, vote 2. Look, I'll be honest. I think the only movie here on this list that can go up against Winter Soldier is Iron Man. I don't think Guardians is going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think Guardians has enough of the Power Stone to do it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think Guardians is hooked up to the battery.
No. Look, man, I think I might retroactively like Guardians better if I like Guardians 2. I'll be honest. I think Guardians 2 kind of soured the first one for me a little bit. And I know it shouldn't. I know they're separate movies, and I'm a terrible film fan for letting one movie affect the other one, but I feel like it did. I don't know why.
Right. I see somebody in the chat just said it literally had Thanos in it. But did it really have Thanos in it?
Right.
That wasn't Thanos. And what they did and what we got.
Exactly.
How do you know
Even in
Thanos
the
wasn't in
Avengers.
Iron Man? He could have. He was up there. We just didn't see him. Nobody looks up. You know, it's one of those things.
Right. Exactly.
Renee says, should we even bother voting on this one? Look, for me, no, but you know, it's
than
doing
I
decent. Doing decent. A few people in the chat are giving hot takes that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was better than Guardians 1.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I think they like the Pac-Man. That's what it was.
10 seconds
Soon as he
left
turned into
on the
Pac-Man.
clock. 60. We're rounding out almost 62% of the vote going to Iron Man. I think Iron Man's gonna pull it off. 2 seconds, 1 second. That is your final here. 62% of the vote to 38. Iron Man, number 2 seed, moving on to the next round.
Yeah, man.
Like that.
This is it.
I said before that I would be happy if that happened. All right, let's check it out. These are your final 2 movies, ladies and gentlemen. We got the number 1 overall seed, Captain America, Winter Soldier, going to be going up against the number 2 seed of Iron Man. Man, I think this is going to really look. If I think there's a reason these were 1 and 2 to begin with. Everyone who goes over to my channel and watches knows that I try to at the beginning with the with my intro, I try to predict the 2 movies that are going to be in the finals. And Winter Soldier, Iron Man were my picks, and I think there's a reason for that. Lavis, we're going to start with you, man. This is going to be a tough one for people. Is it tough for you?
Yeah.
Which way are you going?
Is it tough for me?
I don't know. Is
I
it?
see it's tough for the people. I see the people are not sure which way to go. I see that they're wavering very heavily. I see them up in the clouds in the original Iron Man suit, just flying around, telling Rhodey that he's out for a run. And then all of a sudden he's in the car with the top down. That was funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see them back in those days. But man, Winter Soldier all day. Like, who's excited to get Falcon and the Winter Soldier right now? Yes, I held on to that little gem until now. Everybody wants Falcon and Winter Soldier right now. You get to see pretty much the both of them in this movie, but they don't like each other. And now you get to see them together work through that. Like, everything that came from the Winter Soldier coming out till now is just complete masterful, complete marketable. It's just, you go for the Winter Soldier because you can weather that cold, because you love it. Thank you, Feige.
Al, what do you
Winter
think?
This man gave a very compelling point. Indeed, because if we were talking about hype and relevance, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is right on the front of everybody's mind. But let me just remind you that Falcon nor the Winter Soldier would mean a damn thing if one Robert Downey Jr. hadn't come with Iron Man. Let me just let you know. Let's go back and look at the landscape. What do we have? Like some X-Men movies, maybe? What was there before Iron Man? What was there before this continuity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe was kicked off with Iron Man and that awesomeness? Where was anyone thinking of Cap? Was anybody thinking of the Winter Soldier at all? No. Now, if you'd have told me Captain America First Avenger and we were against the original Iron Man, then we'd have a conversation. But based on the fact that you got Robert Downey Jr. and you got the very essence of the MCU with Iron Man, I'm sorry, I cannot. As good as the Winter Soldier might be to some people, I cannot go against Iron Man. I cannot do it because it is the one that started it all. It is the one that came back full circle at the very end of Endgame. you see Morgan asking for the cheeseburgers, that line wouldn't mean a damn thing to anybody if you hadn't got the Iron Man movie and my man wants cheeseburgers. That's full circle. You can't even have that arc. You can't even have this story without Iron Man. So it's got to be Iron Man.
Yo, my man dropped the hammer with the cheeseburger connective tissue. Like,
He tried.
how you
Just
can't
saying,
go
man.
against that.
I'm
Like,
just
that's
saying.
Yes, you can.
it's a bookend. It's a total
Full.
bookend. Like, come on. Whitney
Come on, man.
with the super chat says hashtag Team Cat V, hashtag Team Iron Man Classic, and Lorgasm says Winter Soldier is definitely more badass movie than Iron Man was. All right, look. That's true. That is, I can't,
Okay.
I can't disagree with that. Like, obviously, the fight choreography and the action sequences are better. I still am going Iron Man, and I think it's nostalgia. I think I'm going full nostalgia play here. Also, Captain America: The Winter Soldier has no Iron Man in it, so it automatically is a lesser movie, because any movie that doesn't have Iron Man is a lesser movie. That is a fact,
Man,
and no one can dispute that.
The
Right?
people can,
Right.
and
I'm
the
sure.
people will.
we
Okay.
go.
No. The people like me, okay? We like Tyrese. We ain't hungry no more, okay? MCU then came back and dropped more of them burgers on us, okay? We full. We ready to see the Falcon and Winter Soldier, because
We are.
Captain America Winter Soldier was dope, hands down.
Well, let me
was
ask
hot,
this.
yes, but no.
Let me ask this: are we looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier because of Winter Soldier? Or are we looking forward to it because of Falcon? Let me ask you that.
I said the whole title. I said the whole title. I said the whole
Big
title.
back.
I'm just
So,
saying. I'm just
They're
saying.
ready because of
Yes.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The movie itself gave us a lot of this stuff to look forward
Just
to.
saying. If they made a Falcon
like, I
show,
I didn't see them. I don't see them going back and redoing Iron Man in no way, other than in What If. And then he probably won't even be RDJ in What If.
man,
It might actually be Terrence Howard.
it might-
Okay, you might really get Iron Man.
we might.
Okay, nobody's redoing RDJ, but they are redoing, and adding on to the Winter Soldier because it deserves it.
I'm loving all these
That's why it's gonna
cheeseburgers
win.
in the chat right now. Connective Cheeseburger says Keaton Haas with the super chat.
Now let me
We
just
have to have some dinner after this.
support to that.
Good.
The Iron Man arc does not need to be added on to, because the Infinity Saga is the Iron Man story from beginning to end. Iron Man is Captain America's daddy. Let's just call it what it is, all right? Let's just call it what it is. He
Yeah.
owns
Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah.
Ouch. I don't see that at all. I feel like Iron Man he couldn't make it.
Wasn't it Iron?
He couldn't continue anymore.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was
Who
Iron
built
Man.
Cap shield.
Didn't Iron Man figure out
Howard.
how to bring everybody back? I'm just saying. What did Captain
What
America
Cap
do?
doing?
He punched a
What was
couple
Cap
people.
doing?
What was Cap doing? Cap was keeping everybody's morale up so he could be able to have the idea to bring everybody back in the first place. Even though he hates him, he was still thinking about him.
Cap was talking about whales in the harbor,
He needed to talk about them whales in the harbor.
at home tinkering, making suits,
Okay,
Great.
so Iron Man was in the house.
coming up with
He
time
was in the
travel.
house being a recluse, while while Captain America's out in these streets, making sure people get their mind right, making sure people come back together and be inclusive,
All
while
that,
Iron Man's up at his house being
all
selfish.
that morale.
Winter
He
Soldier,
couldn't
man.
stop Bucky from getting dusted.
Exclamation vote one.
I'm just saying.
I seen my man Cap at the front line, holding back my man Thanos. So I mean, they lost.
Tony was getting
They
hit
lost
planet.
together. They lost together.
So Nola with the super chat says Winter Soldier had a whole different vibe from the rest of the MCU. It's more of a dope spy movie, top 3 in the MCU for show. Yeah, man. MCU really at that point, or I'm sorry, a Winter Soldier at that point really introduced the idea of genre for the MCU. Absolutely.
Story.
You know, Iron Man, you could look back at Iron Man and say that it is a typical superhero movie. As good as it is, it's got a lot of beats that a normal, a quote unquote traditional superhero movie might have. Winter Soldier definitely took a lot of chances, and I think definitely paid off for sure. Hockey Guy with the super chat says episode 4 versus Empire Strikes Back is like Iron Man versus Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier all the way. So we got another vote there for Winter Soldier. All right, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to the vote. Chat, this is it. This is for the win tonight. You guys are going to decide, is it Captain America, Winter Soldier, or Iron Man? The vote is live. Now is your chance to get your vote in. If you want to vote for Captain America, the Winter Soldier, exclamation vote 1 in the chat. If you want to be correct and not wrong, and you vote for Iron Man, you want to do exclamation vote 2, right? Just right there on your keypad or your keyboard, exclamation vote 2. Look, there's not enough votes for vote 2. I might have to cut the stream short if Iron Man loses.
This disrespect is blasphemous.
No, it's not. Because Captain America is the first Avenger. They did that order wrong. It's all good.
Look,
you see what happens? The man sacrifices his life to bring half of humanity back, and this is what you get.
I know, lack of respect.
On his own hubris.
You get tossed aside.
Lack of respect.
Tossed aside and forgot about because they about to throw 2 ancillary characters into an MCU show, so everybody's loving it.
Dang.
Think about that. Just think about that real quick, people. They are not putting Cap in a Disney Plus show.
Nope.
They putting the 2 B characters in the show because ain't nobody really trying to see Cap like that.
I mean, that's like making a Pepper Potts show. Come on.
Right. Come on, man.
Oh man, chat's gonna turn on us now.
Show will be fire too.
They're gonna turn real quick.
Nah, man. I think
I'm just letting y'all get me more votes.
Hey.
I ain't even gotta say nothing.
20 seconds left on the clock. It's really close. I'm not surprised that this one was going to be close. Right now, 58% going Winter Soldier, the slight lead for that movie. I'm
just saying, people. I didn't see Iron Man through all his having to snap in order to be important, be able to pick up Thor's hammer. Okay, even in the end. He still wouldn't be able to pick up the hammer. It did not happen
in the Winter Soldier. Just see, this is what happened. Everybody voted for their favorite Avenger in this.
Nah.
They didn't vote for the better movie. They voted for the better Avenger. I get it. It's cool. Hey, it's all MCU at the end of the day. So
58% of the people did vote Winter Soldier. Winner. Chat,
yes.
Is your winner the Winter Soldier? Is the Captain America Winter Soldier?
Nope.
What an incredible bracket. Winter Soldier beating Ant-Man, beating the Avengers, beating Iron Man. I gotta say, I think it was an easy road for the Winter Soldier. I think Iron Man had a lot of harder battles to go through. It just could not make it through the Winter Soldier.
Look at it this way. This is the inaugural episode of Debate 8 on the Den.
Yes, sir.
So, by the logic of this vote, this episode won't matter anyway because people won't give a shit because by the time we retrospectively look at this, no one would care. They'll be looking for the most new and shiny and the one that had the most swag, not the one that was the one that kicked it off and actually made all of these subsequent shows possible. So, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Let me jump back to the super chats, catch up on these. Lord Vito coming in. My man Veed says, "I'll let Iron Man die 50 more times for another Winter Soldier movie." That is so messed up. That is messed up. Do you know how like I cried in 3 movies in my lifetime, and seeing Iron Man die was one of those 3, and that's just that hurts my soul, Veed. That hurts my soul. Lorgasm. Cap made the sacrifice 70 years before Iron Man did. He just happened to live after. Look, I don't think throwing yourself in an ice cube is the same as snapping and destroying half of Thanos' army. Not the same.
What about jumping over a grenade just on principle?
I mean, look.
We can give him the morale medal. That's cool. We can.
Morale?
He's the ultimate Boy Scout.
Virtue,
morale. Let me be me. I was wrong. I'll take my L, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Keaton Haas comes in. Keaton Haas wants a Pepper Pot show. He says, how do we vote for the Pepper Pot show? I would love a Pepper Pot show to be almost meta with Gwyneth Paltrow, and it be almost like a Goop. Like she had her own like fake Goop show, but in the MC universe. I think that would be great. Maybe like a cooking show with her. I would watch that. Patricia says, these are the best debates ever done on Debate 8. Thank you. I guess that means all my other ones were terrible, but thank you, Patricia. Well done, guys. This was a blast. Amethyst Bendu says, love the show, guys. So much fun. Keep it up. Thank you. We got some great topics coming up in the future. I know next week the plan is to do the best WandaVision episode. So we got the finale this week. Josh will be doing the watch along like he does every single week, and it's going to be an amazing finale. And then next Wednesday or next Tuesday, we're going to debate the best episode from the season. Brock jumps in. Should have been first Avenger versus Iron Man 1000%. Just didn't get the love tonight. I think that's it for tonight, gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for being on the inaugural episode of the Den of Nerds version of Debate 8. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight.
No doubt.
Very welcome, man.
All right, peeps. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Love to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for all your love. Brian Stone, let me just jump to get these last couple chats. Well done, guys. This was great, says Brian. And Cap is a weaker character, just better movies. Josh wants me to say that my channel is pinned in the chat. So if you guys like this Debate 8, I also do Debate 8 every Wednesday night on my channel at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before you go and hang out in Darren's Danger Room at around 9 o'clock ish, Nerdvengers time. So we do that tomorrow night. We actually are doing Lavis and Al are joining me again. They are going to be doing Wesley Snipes movies. We're going to be debating 8 Wesley Snipes movies. There's a lot of good ones in there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely come hang out with us tomorrow night there. If you aren't already subscribed to the Den of Nerds Live, do it. Subscribe, hit that like button, share this video out there. I hope we see you guys next week because this is a lot of fun. And until next time, have a good one.